Hey Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, the energy coming through right now is something else. We are diving deep into family dynamics today, specifically around secrets that have been buried for way too long, and some financial news that is going to catch you completely off guard. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, because what the cards are revealing needs your full attention. Before we jump into the reading, I want you to take a moment and think about your family situation right now. Think about those conversations that never quite happen, those topics everyone tiptoes around, those things that get swept under the rug year after year. The cards are saying that era is coming to an end, and honestly, it is about time. Let me start by saying the overall energy here is intense, but necessary. This is one of those readings where the universe is basically saying, enough is enough, truth needs to come out, and you are going to be at the center of it all. Some of you might feel nervous about what I am going to share today, and that is completely valid. But trust me when I say this, whatever comes to light is going to set you free in ways you have not even imagined yet. So I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, asking Spirit to show me what Scorpio needs to know about the hidden family dynamics, the secrets that are ready to surface, and this financial surprise that has your name attached to it. What came through is a story that honestly made me pause and reshuffle just to confirm, because the narrative is so specific and so powerful. All right, let me pull the first card for you. The first card I am seeing here is the Three of Pentacles. Now this is really interesting because the Three of Pentacles traditionally talks about collaboration, teamwork, building something together with skill and expertise. But in the context of family drama and hidden secrets, this card is revealing something deeper. This is telling me that there has been a family project, a family business, or some kind of shared resource that multiple people have been involved in. The energy here suggests that not everyone has been honest about their role or their contribution to this situation. What I am picking up is that someone in your family has been taking credit for work they did not do. Or perhaps there has been an unequal distribution of responsibilities and benefits. Think about family property, an inheritance situation, maybe a business that was supposed to be run together, but somehow one person ended up with more control or more profit than others. The Three of Pentacles is showing that the foundation of this collaboration was actually built on some shaky ground. Here is what makes this even more significant for you, Scorpio. You might have suspected something was off for a while now. Maybe you noticed inconsistencies in stories. Maybe numbers did not add up quite right. Maybe you felt excluded from certain conversations or decisions. The Three of Pentacles is validating those intuitions. You are not being paranoid. You are not being overly sensitive. There genuinely has been some coordination happening behind your back. Some agreements made without your input. Some decisions that should have included you but mysteriously did not. The card is also showing me craftsmanship and documentation. This suggests that there is actual paperwork involved here. Contracts, wills, deeds, official documents that tell a different story than what you have been told verbally. Someone has been very careful about covering their tracks, very meticulous about how they presented information to you. But here is the thing about paper trails. They always leave evidence. And that evidence is about to become very relevant to your situation. I am also getting that this involves at least two other people, possibly three. The Three of Pentacles often shows a triangle of energy, three parties involved in a situation. So this is not just one person acting alone. There has been some coordination, some mutual agreement between multiple family members about how to handle something or how to keep something from you. The financial aspect here is strong too. Pentacles always deal with material resources, money, property, tangible assets. So whatever secret is coming to light, it has real-world financial implications for you. This is not just emotional drama. This is about actual resources that belong to you or should have been shared with you fairly. Let me pull the next card to see what else is unfolding. The King of Wands just came through, and wow, this energy is strong. The King of Wands represents a dominant personality. Someone who is used to being in charge, someone who has a lot of charisma and influence within the family structure. This is typically a father figure, an uncle, an older brother, or even a mother who carries very masculine, authoritative energy. Whoever this person is, they have been the one calling the shots in your family dynamic for a long time. Here is what the King of Wands is revealing in this context. This person has been using their position of authority to control the narrative around family matters. They are the one who decides what gets discussed and what does not, who gets included in important conversations and who gets left out, how resources get distributed, and who benefits most. They have built this image of themselves as the wise leader, the one who knows best, the one who is protecting everyone by making the tough decisions. But the shadow side of the King of Wands is tyranny disguised as leadership. It is someone who has confused their personal desires with what is best for the family. It is someone who has convinced themselves that they deserve more because they are stronger, smarter, more capable. And over time, they have created a whole system that reinforces their power and keeps everyone else in a subordinate position. What I am getting specifically for you, Scorpio, is that this person has underestimated you for a long time. They might have seen you as too young, too emotional, too naive to handle certain information. Or maybe they thought you were not interested in family business matters, that you would just go along with whatever they decided. The King of Wands energy here has been very dismissive of your right to know, your right to question, your right to be an equal participant in family decisions. But here is what is about to shift. The King of Wands is also about courage and taking bold action. And I feel like this energy is actually transferring to you. You are stepping into your own King of Wands energy, claiming your authority, refusing to be dismissed or sidelined anymore. There is going to be a confrontation, a moment where you stand up to this dominant personality and demand transparency. And honestly, they are not going to know what hit them, because they are so used to everyone just accepting their word as law. The fire energy of Wands is combustible. When truth comes out under this influence, it comes out hot and fast. There will be arguments, raised voices, people saying things they have held back for years. It is not going to be comfortable. But sometimes you need fire to burn away the dead wood, to clear space for new growth. That is what is happening in your family system right now. This King of Wands person is also connected to that financial matter I mentioned earlier. They have been the gatekeeper of information about money, property, or inheritance. They are the one who knows where everything is, how things are set up, what the real numbers are. And they have been very strategic about parceling out information on their terms, in their timing, shaped by their agenda. Moving to the next card because the story is getting clearer. The Four of Wands just appeared, and I have to say, this shifted the energy immediately. The Four of Wands is such a celebration card. It is about homecoming, family gatherings, stability, happy occasions. At first glance, this might seem contradictory to all the drama we have been talking about. But let me explain what Spirit is showing me here. The Four of Wands represents what your family has presented to the outside world. This is the image you have all maintained, the happy family photos, the gatherings where everything looks perfect, the celebrations where everyone smiles and pretends everything is fine. This card is about the facade, the performance of family harmony that has been carefully constructed and maintained. Here is what is so significant about this. The Four of Wands appearing in this reading is showing that there has been immense pressure to keep up appearances, to not air dirty laundry, to protect the family reputation at all costs. How many times have you been told not to make waves, not to bring up uncomfortable topics, not to question things because it would ruin the peace? The Four of Wands energy has been weaponized to maintain silence, but there is another layer to this card that is really important. The Four of Wands also represents what is possible when truth and authenticity replace performance and pretense. This card is actually showing you the future potential. Once the secrets come out, once the honest conversations happen, once everyone stops pretending, there is an opportunity to build something real. Not a fake harmony based on silence, but genuine connection based on truth. What I am seeing is that someone is going to break ranks. Someone is going to decide that protecting the image is not worth the cost anymore. And interestingly, the Four of Wands suggests this might happen during an actual family gathering or celebration. A wedding, a holiday, a reunion, some occasion where everyone is together and the pressure of maintaining the facade becomes too much for someone to bear. There is also guidance here about your home and sense of security. The Four of Wands wants you to know that your stability does not depend on keeping these family secrets buried. Actually, your real security comes from standing in truth, even when that truth is uncomfortable. You might fear that speaking up will cost you your place in the family, your sense of belonging. But the Four of Wands is promising that your real home, your real foundation, will be stronger after this upheaval, not weaker. I am also getting that there might be property involved in this situation. An actual physical home that is part of the family drama. The Four of Wands can represent real estate, family property, a house that has been passed down or fought over. The secrets might be connected to who actually owns what, who has rights to property, how things were divided or not divided. Let me continue with the next card because we are building towards something important here. The Ace of Cups just came through, and honestly, this is such a healing card to see in this spread. The Ace of Cups is pure emotional energy. It is about new beginnings and feelings, opening your heart, authentic connection, and emotional truth. After all the heavy energy we have been moving through, the Ace of Cups is like a breath of fresh air. Here is what this card is telling me about your situation. Despite all the drama, despite the secrets and confrontations that are coming, there is a genuine opportunity for emotional healing in your family. The Ace of Cups suggests that underneath all the dysfunction and dishonesty, there are people who actually do love each other, who do want connection, who are tired of the walls and the pretense. But here is the key message from the Ace of Cups. Healing cannot begin until truth is spoken. You cannot have authentic emotional connection while secrets are being kept. The cup cannot fill with new, clean water until you pour out all the old, stagnant stuff. So as painful as the revelation process might be, it is actually the necessary first step toward real family intimacy and trust. What I am specifically picking up for you, Scorpio, is that you are going to be the one who brings this Ace of Cups energy. You are going to be the one who says, I love you enough to tell you the truth. I care about our relationship enough to risk discomfort for the sake of authenticity. I want real connection with you, not this superficial peace we have been maintaining. Your willingness to be emotionally honest, even when it is scary, is going to create space for others to do the same. The Ace of Cups is also showing me that someone is going to apologize to you. Someone is going to have a genuine change of heart and want to make amends for their role in keeping secrets or excluding you from important information. This is not going to be a manipulative apology designed to shut you up or smooth things over. This is going to be real remorse, real recognition of harm done, real desire to repair the relationship. There is also a message here about forgiveness, but not the premature forgiveness that families often pressure us into. The Ace of Cups says forgiveness is possible, and even likely in this situation, but it has to come after truth and accountability. You do not have to forgive people who are still lying to you. You do not have to pretend everything is fine before genuine repair has happened. The Ace of Cups is emotionally mature enough to hold space for anger and hurt while still remaining open to eventual reconciliation. I'm also getting that this emotional reckoning is going to change you personally in profound ways. The Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning for you, not just with your family, but in how you approach all your relationships. You are learning that you can be both loving and boundaried, both compassionate and unwilling to accept mistreatment. This is going to serve you so well in every area of your life. Let me pull the next card to see what practical developments are coming. The Ten of Pentacles just showed up and, okay, now we are getting to the money part of this reading. The Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate card of family wealth, inheritance, generational resources, long-term financial security. This card is literally about money that comes through family lines, property that has been in the family for years, resources that are meant to be passed down. Here is what the Ten of Pentacles is revealing about your situation. There is family money or property that you did not know about, or that you were told did not exist, or that you were told had been spent or lost. The Ten of Pentacles is saying that is not true. There are resources and you have a legitimate claim to them. This is what the title meant about a check in your name. There is literally money or assets that belong to you. Now let me be specific about what I am seeing here. This could be an inheritance that was divided unfairly or without your knowledge. It could be a family business that has been generating income that you were entitled to share in, but were never told about. It could be property that was supposed to be split among siblings, but somehow ended up entirely in one person's name. It could be a trust fund or investment account that was set up for you, but has been controlled or accessed by someone else. The Ten of Pentacles often represents grandparents or great-grandparents. So this money might be coming from that generation. Maybe a grandparent left something specifically for you, but the information got filtered through your parents or another relative who decided not to tell you about it or to handle it in a way that benefited them more than you. What is so significant about this card appearing now is that the truth is about to come out. Documents are going to surface. Bank statements, wills, property records, something tangible that proves what actually exists and who it belongs to. The Ten of Pentacles is very much about official records and legal structures, so this is not just going to be hearsay or accusations. There will be proof. I want to be clear about something, though. The amount might not be life-changing millions. The Ten of Pentacles can represent anything from a few $1,000s to significant wealth. What matters is not the size, but the principle. Resources that belong to you were kept from you. Decisions that should have included you were made without you. Your rights were violated, and that needs to be addressed regardless of the dollar amount involved. The Ten of Pentacles is also giving you guidance about what to do when this information comes out. First, get your own financial advisor or attorney. Do not rely on family members to explain things to you or handle things for you. Get independent professional advice about your rights and options. Second, do not let anyone rush you into decisions about how to handle this. Family members might try to pressure you to just accept a settlement or to not make a big deal about it. Take your time, understand fully what you are entitled to, and make informed choices. There is also a message here about building your own financial legacy. The Ten of Pentacles is showing that this situation, as painful as it is actually going to teach you so much about money, assets, financial planning. You are going to become much more financially literate and savvy as a result of this. And eventually, you are going to build your own Ten of Pentacles, your own solid financial foundation, that you create through your own wisdom and effort. Let me continue because there is more unfolding here. The Six of Swords just came through, and this card is so significant for where you are heading. The Six of Swords is about transition, moving away from troubled waters toward calmer shores, leaving behind what no longer serves you, making a necessary journey even though it is bittersweet. Here is what the Six of Swords is telling me about your specific situation. Once the truth comes out about the family secrets and the financial matters, you are going to need to make some decisions about distance and boundaries. The Six of Swords suggests that you might need to physically or emotionally move away from certain family dynamics for a while. Maybe for a long while, maybe permanently. This is not about cutting people off vindictively or burning bridges just to burn them. The Six of Swords is actually a very mature, thoughtful card. It is about recognizing that some situations are toxic for you, and that loving yourself means removing yourself from harm, even when the harm is coming from family. It is about accepting that you cannot fix everything. You cannot make people be honest or fair if they do not want to be, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply leave. What I am specifically seeing for you is that after the confrontations happen, after the truth comes out, there is going to be a choice point. Some family members are going to want to do the work of real repair and reconciliation. Others are going to want to rug sweep, minimize, make you the problem for bringing things up. The Six of Swords is advising you to notice who is who and to adjust your level of engagement accordingly. You might need to miss some family events. You might need to stop responding to certain phone calls or texts. You might need to create very firm boundaries about what topics you will and will not discuss. The Six of Swords gives you permission to do that without guilt. Your mental health and emotional well-being matter. You do not owe people unlimited access to you just because you share DNA. The Six of Swords is also talking about grief. Even when leaving a toxic situation is the right choice, it still involves loss. You might grieve the family you wish you had, the parents or siblings you wanted but did not get, the childhood experiences you deserved but did not receive. The Six of Swords acknowledges that sadness and says it is okay to feel it. Moving forward does not mean pretending the past did not hurt. There is also guidance here about therapy or counseling. The Six of Swords often appears when professional support would be really helpful. This situation is going to bring up a lot emotionally, and having a trained therapist to process it with could make a huge difference in your healing journey. There is no shame in getting help navigating complex family dynamics and old wounds. I am also seeing that this transition is not going to happen overnight. The Six of Swords is a journey, not a sudden teleportation. It might take months or even years to fully extract yourself from unhealthy family patterns and build the new boundaries you need. Be patient with yourself. Every small step counts. Let me pull another card because we need to see what else is coming. The Seven of Pentacles just appeared, and this is such a reflective, patient card. The Seven of Pentacles is about pausing to assess your investments, looking at what you have been putting your time and energy into, and asking whether it is actually bearing fruit, deciding whether to continue with your current path or to make adjustments. In the context of your family situation, the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to really evaluate what you have been investing in these relationships and what you have been getting back. How much energy have you put into keeping the peace, accommodating difficult personalities, giving people the benefit of the doubt, trying to be the bigger person? And what has that investment actually yielded for you? The Seven of Pentacles suggests that you might realize you have been over-functioning in your family role. You have been putting in so much effort to maintain connections, to smooth over conflicts, to be understanding and forgiving. And meanwhile, other people have been underfunctioning, taking your efforts for granted, not reciprocating your care and consideration. The card is showing you that this imbalance cannot continue. Here's what makes this card so important right now. The Seven of Pentacles appears when it is time to prune. In gardening, you sometimes have to cut back plants so that they can grow stronger. You have to remove the dead branches, the diseased parts, the growth that is taking resources without producing anything valuable. The same principle applies to relationships. You might need to significantly reduce your investment in certain family members. Not dramatically or with fanfare, but quietly and firmly. Stop being the one who always reaches out. Stop being the one who always apologizes first. Stop being the one who always accommodates everyone else's preferences and schedules. The Seven of Pentacles says it is time to redistribute your energy to relationships that actually nourish you. This card is also about patience, though. The Seven of Pentacles reminds you that healing and change take time. You are not going to resolve decades of family dysfunction in a few conversations. You are not going to suddenly have the healthy, honest family dynamics you want just because you start speaking up. This is a long-term project, and the Seven of Pentacles advises you to pace yourself accordingly. There is also a financial dimension to this card that connects back to the Ten of Pentacles we saw earlier. The Seven of Pentacles can indicate waiting for a financial return or payout. So if there is money or property that you are owed, there might be a delay before you actually receive it. Legal processes take time, paperwork has to be filed, things have to go through proper channels. The Seven of Pentacles says do not give up, do not let people pressure you into accepting less just to speed things up. Be willing to wait for what is rightfully yours. I am also getting that this is a time to reevaluate your own financial goals and strategies. What do you actually want to build for yourself? What kind of financial security matters to you? The Seven of Pentacles encourages you to create your own vision independent of family expectations or family resources. Even if you do receive money from this situation, do not let that become your entire financial plan. Keep building your own income streams, your own savings, your own investments. Moving forward with the next card. The Three of Cups just came through, and this is really interesting after all the heavy family energy we have been exploring. The Three of Cups is traditionally about friendship, celebration, community, joyful gatherings with people you genuinely connect with. So why is it appearing in a reading about family drama? Here is what Spirit is showing me. The Three of Cups is pointing you toward your chosen family, your friends, your community of people who are not related to you by blood, but who show up for you with genuine care and loyalty. As you navigate these difficult family dynamics, the Three of Cups is reminding you that you are not alone. You have people in your corner who will support you through this. What I am specifically seeing is that you need to lean on these friendships right now. Talk to your trusted friends about what you are going through. Let them remind you of your worth when family members make you doubt yourself. Allow them to be the supportive, honest presence that perhaps your family has not been. The Three of Cups says your friends see you clearly and love you authentically, and their perspective is going to be really valuable as you navigate these choppy family waters. There is also a message here about finding your people, your tribe. The Three of Cups suggests that you might connect with others who have been through similar family situations. Maybe a support group, maybe an online community, maybe just conversations with friends who have also had to set boundaries with toxic family members. Knowing you are not alone in this experience, hearing how others have navigated similar challenges, this is going to be incredibly healing for you. The Three of Cups is also showing me that eventually, after the dust settles from all this family drama, you are going to have things to celebrate. You are going to feel lighter, freer, more yourself. You are going to look around at the people in your life and feel genuine gratitude for those who stuck by you. There will be joy again, spontaneous laughter, connections that feed your soul rather than drain it. I want to emphasize this because family trauma can make us forget that happiness is possible. The Three of Cups is promise that you will not be stuck in this painful chapter forever. You will move through it, you will heal, you will find your way back to joy. And that joy will actually be deeper and more authentic than the superficial happiness you might have performed at family gatherings in the past. The card is also encouraging you to celebrate small victories along the way. Every time you speak your truth, every time you hold a boundary, every time you choose yourself, that deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. Take yourself out for a nice dinner, have a movie night with friends, do something that marks the progress you are making. The Three of Cups reminds you that honoring your journey is important. There is one more layer to this card I want to mention. The Three of Cups can indicate three women specifically, three friends or female relatives who might be particularly supportive or important during this time. Pay attention to who shows up for you consistently. Those relationships are golden. Let me pull the final card to see how this all resolves. The Six of Pentacles just came through as our final card, and honestly, this is such a powerful ending to this reading. The Six of Pentacles is about balance, fairness, giving and receiving in equal measure, resources being distributed justly, generosity that comes from abundance rather than obligation. After everything we have explored about family secrets, hidden money, unfair treatment, and difficult confrontations, the Six of Pentacles is showing me that justice is coming. Things are going to be made right. What was taken from you is going to be returned. The scales are going to balance. Here is what I am seeing specifically. The Six of Pentacles often shows someone in a position of power or wealth sharing resources with someone who has less. In your situation, this might manifest as the family member who has been controlling resources finally being required to distribute them fairly. It might be a legal settlement or judgment that orders proper division of assets. It might be someone's conscience finally winning out and them choosing to do the right thing. But the Six of Pentacles is not just about receiving what you are owed. It is also about how you handle resources once you have them. The card is showing me that you are going to approach money and generosity very differently than how it has been handled in your family. You are going to be someone who gives freely when you have the means to give, who shares resources without holding them over people's heads, who helps others without strings attached. The Six of Pentacles is also about karma in a very real sense. The people who kept secrets and withheld resources are going to experience consequences for those choices. Not because you are vindictive or seeking revenge, but simply because that is how energy works. What we put out comes back. The unfairness they created in your life, they are going to experience unfairness in their own. The dishonesty they practiced is going to return to them. You do not need to orchestrate this. The universe handles it. At the same time, the Six of Pentacles shows that your honesty, your willingness to speak truth, your refusal to participate in family dysfunction, these choices are also going to bring returns. People are going to respect you more, even if they did not like what you had to say. Opportunities are going to open up because you are operating with integrity. Your relationships are going to deepen because you are showing up authentically. There is also guidance here about charity and giving back. Once you receive whatever financial benefit is coming your way, the Six of Pentacles encourages you to think about how you might use some of that to help others. Not from obligation, but from genuine desire to be part of positive change in the world. This might be donating to causes you care about, helping a friend in need, supporting community projects. The Six of Pentacles says that money flows best when it flows generously. Finally, this card is reminding you that you have so much to offer beyond just financial resources. Your experience, your wisdom, your emotional strength, these are valuable gifts that you can share with others who are going through similar situations. The Six of Pentacles suggests you might eventually be in a position to mentor or support someone else who is dealing with family trauma or financial injustice. Your pain is going to become part of your purpose. So Scorpio, let me bring all of this together for you. The cards are telling a very clear story. There have been significant secrets in your family related to money, property, or shared resources. Someone with power and authority, represented by that King of Wands, has been controlling information and making decisions that should have included you. There has been pressure to maintain a facade of family harmony while real issues festered underneath. But change is coming. Truth is going to surface, likely through actual documentation or evidence that cannot be denied. You are going to have to make some tough decisions about boundaries and distance from certain family members. This is going to be an emotionally intense time, but there is genuine opportunity for healing with people who are willing to be honest and do repair work. There is definitely money or assets involved that you have a legitimate claim to. This might take time to fully resolve, and you are going to need patience and professional support to navigate the legal or financial aspects. But the Six of Pentacles is promising that fairness will prevail, resources will be distributed justly, and you will receive what is rightfully yours. Throughout this process, lean on your chosen family and trusted friends. Let them remind you of your worth and support you through the difficult moments. Remember that extracting yourself from toxic patterns is an act of self-love, not selfishness. And trust that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes, because Scorpio, you absolutely are. The cards I pulled for you today were the Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and Six of Pentacles. 9 really powerful cards that paint such a clear picture of what you are moving through and where you are headed. I really hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity about what is unfolding in your family situation. If you are going through something similar to what the cards described, just know that you are not alone and that speaking your truth is always the right choice even when it is scary. Drop a comment and let me know if this connected with your situation. And if you found this helpful, consider sharing it with another Scorpio who might need to hear this message right now. Take care of yourself during this intense time. You deserve peace and honesty in all your relationships.